This is a stimulus and Social Security update. Got some important update to share with you. There could be major cuts to Social Security if nothing is done. We got articles like this. Who's ready for a $6,283 Social Security benefits cut? As Republicans are seeking to flip the script on Democrats, now saying that President Biden has anti-growth policies which will slash Medicare and Social Security tax revenue by $400 to $900 billion. Even Senator Cassidy is grilling Janet Yellen, saying that there may not be enough for Social Security. Take a look at this.
Is the president aware that when Social goes broke in 9 years, under current law, there's a 24% cut in benefits for people who are currently receiving?
I'll play you the full clip of that and give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more daily, straight-to-the-point updates on matters that financially matter to you. So, Social Security update. We'll start off with something slightly positive. 2nd of March's double direct payment worth $914 arrives in 13 days. So, if you're an SSI and you weren't aware, you're going to get your second payment, which is on March 31st, because April 1st is a Saturday. So that's why you're getting two SSI payments for March. But moving on to the not so positive news when it comes to Social Security, who's ready for a $6,283 Social Security benefits cut? So, sweeping benefit cuts for retired workers may be only 11 years away. For many, Social Security, or over the 20 years that National Pollster Gallup has surveyed retired Americans to gauge their reliance on America's top program, no fewer than 80% have responded that they're dependent in some capacity on Social Security to cover their expenses. So Social Security, I think we could all agree, is very important. So the resulting cuts that could happen could be devastating to people who are retired now, and especially for people like me who aren't going to retire for another 30 plus years. But Republicans seek to flip the script on Social Security. So originally the narrative was Democrats were accusing Republicans of saying that Republicans are going to cut Social Security, but now it's the opposite. What's Bill Cassidy says here, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy, of the $4.5 trillion in taxes he has processed, not a dime is going to shore up Social Security. I'll play you that full clip in a moment. So now it looks like that the Republicans are pinning Social Security cuts in the future on President Biden for not putting Social Security in his big plan. So Biden anti-growth policies will slash Medicare Social Security tax revenue by $400 to $900 billion. So President's agenda, combined with Democrat-backed pandemic school closures, effectively taking away billions from seniors, argues economics expert. So what this economics expert says, according to the report, Joe Biden has pledged many times that he will not cut Social Security and Medicare benefits, and has even accused Republicans of a secret plan to cut these programs for seniors. But the real risk of the financial security of the Americans in retirement comes from Biden's anti-growth welfare, regulatory, tax, and employment policies that will reduce GDP growth, work, and wages. So somehow they're pointing to President Biden's big budget plan that he put out, saying that that will cut Social Security by $400 billion to $900 billion, Social Security and Medicare. More on that, Bill Cassidy, Republican senator, saying that's a lie, tells Janet Yellen that her claim about Biden and Social Security is empirically false. Take a look at this video clip right here of Senator Bill Cassidy grilling the Treasury Secretary.
Madam Secretary, the president keeps saying he does not wish to have cuts in Social. Is he aware that under current law, when the program goes broke in 9 years, that there will be a 24% benefit cut for those who are current recipients? Is he aware of that?
Well, it's clear that Social Security...
But is he, I apologize for interruption, but I have limited time. Is the president aware that when Social goes broke in 9 years, under current law, there's a 24% cut in benefits for people who are currently receiving?
If we don't do anything about it, I think that's about right. But
Okay, let me
the
ask.
president wants to strengthen Social Security
In
and
the
make sure that doesn't
$4.5
happen.
trillion of taxes the president has proposed, are any of those taxes going to shore up Social Security? I actually know that answer. The answer is of the $4.5 trillion in taxes he has proposed, not a dime is going to shore up Social Security. Does the president know personally anybody who is dependent upon Social Security, and if their benefits are cut by 24%, they will slide into poverty? It's hard for you to know, so I'll give you a pass on
The
that.
president knows many people on Social Security.
Then why doesn't the president care?
He cares very deeply.
Then where is his plan?
He stands ready to work with
That's
Congress
a
to
lie,
address.
because when a bipartisan group of senators has repeatedly requested to meet with him about social, so that somebody who is a current beneficiary will not see her benefits cut by 24%, we have not heard anything on our request. And we've made multiple requests to meet with the president. Now, you can't comment on that, I realize that, but that is a fact. And if you've been told to say he stands ready to meet, I will tell you there's absolutely no evidence, because we have not gotten our meeting.
Well, I believe the president does stand ready to work
Well,
with
again,
Congress
empirically, that is not
to address
true.
this issue.
Now, the president in the past has proposed increasing taxes on those making over $400,000 to pay for it. Although he's not made that formally, he has said that in the past. Now, he's also proposed to tax them more to pay for Medicare, and also to close the debt and deficit. So what would the rates have to be on that 2% of Americans who earn over $400K in order to do Medicare, the debt and deficit, and also to address our 75-year shortfall in Social Security? Do you have any sense of what the rates would have to be?
Well, he has proposed explicit increases in tax rates on very high income.
But do you think it's realistic that he can pay for Medicare, debt and deficit, and also address a 75% shortfall in social, a 75-year shortfall in social, by only taxing, the only thing he's going to do is to lay higher taxes on those who make more than 2%? I'm sure there's a projection of how much those rates would have to be. Can you tell us what those rates would have to be to do everything he is saying?
I can't tell you that, but I do know that he's put on the table many proposals that would raise very substantial revenues.
But of that $4.5 trillion, not a dime is going to social. And if you cannot tell me, I presume that they've not actually modeled what those rates would have to be, which tells me that he's actually not been developing his plan. Now, this is incredibly worrisome from a president who should be sympathetic with someone who, under current law, is going to get a 24% cut
the
in her
president
benefits.
is completely committed to protecting seniors who rely on Social Security.
Now, if we doubled our debt to GDP ratio, just theoretically, if you will, and aside from our conversation, if we doubled that GDP to debt ratio, what effect would that have on the economy?
So right now, and in the president's budget proposal,
I want to ask you just the theoretical, independently of the budget proposal.
if we were to double the debt to GDP ratio,
Yes.
I don't see why we would need
But
to
if we
double.
did, just you're an economist, if we did, what would be the effect upon the economy?
Well, it would tend to raise net interest costs.
Would it be a negative effect on the economy? Of course it would be.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, of course it would be. We've actually modeled this. For the president to do nothing, let's assume that we cast aside current law and we just double the national debt, and that's what it would do. It would have a devastating effect upon the economy. CBO says they cannot model the deleterious effects that would occur because of that. So we have a situation where the president has not proposed a single plan. He has turned down multiple requests for meetings with senators, and our options are a 24% cut on a person currently receiving, doubling our national debt, which CBO says cannot be modeled, and you agree that would be a deleterious effect. and he's not modeled the tax rates that would be required if he just wants to raise taxes.
So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think Social Security is going to be gone or massively cut or big changes over the next 10 years? What are your thoughts on all that? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for you today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, I monster bleeding. I was bleeding. I was. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Bill. This is the tip of the day. This is something that I want to tell you. This is something that I want to tell you here now. So, as you learn, you be a better person. So keep on learning, and you'll be a better person. Bye. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. So it is a rainy day in Myrtle Beach today. We're gonna go to a kids event, some indoor kids activity event. Gonna go all there as a family as soon as I'm done with this video. So hopefully you have a great rest of your weekend and your Saturday. If you want to check out any of my other videos, click right up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.